Good evening, dear students. I'm Chandravanu Bhiya, the chairman of the Quest. Welcome to the live session, the day one analysis of LIC Edu. As you people know, on the 12th of June, LIC Edu starts its interview. In Odisha, it is in the Cuttack zone, and in Barampur zone, again in Sambalpur zone, the interview was started today. According to the expectation, as the panel members of the Quest, which consist of different type of LIC top class officers who have their own experience in conducting the interview, that put certain questions, and the same question is put today in the interview board. 90% of the questions, whatever asked in the interview board by me and Ipsita madam, the same questions repeated in all the circle. So it's a great news coming from different students by the WhatsApp groups, by the Telegram groups, whether they are the Quest students or the not the Quest students. Either they are taking interview in the Quest, they are giving a very good feedback that in all the circles, it is in the Cuttack or it is in the Bhubaneswar or it is in Sambalpur or it is in Barampur. From all the circles, there is a one and only one answers is forwarded to me that sir, all the questions is repeated, and in fact the replica of questions. It's a replica of questions. As you repeated in IBPS, in SBI, the same story as the history repeats itself, the same story is repeated in today's interview. Come to the interview panel. In Bhubaneswar panel, first starts with the Bhubaneswar panel. In Bhubaneswar panel, 4 members are there. In Cuttack panel, the story remains the same, and in Sambalpur panel, the story remains the same. Now, type of questions. As expected, as we discussed, what are you doing since 2017? It is a common question to everybody. What are you doing from 2017? Remember, it's a tricky question whether you are passed out from 2014, 15, 16, 17, no matters the number of year gap you have. But remember, give the valid answers what you are doing this 4 to 5 years. Next, tell the work profile of ADO in 2 through 3 lines. Definitely, we discussed in the panel interview, we discussed in the one-to-one interview, one-to-many interview. Tell the work profile of ADO. Next, do you have any LIC policy? Remember, be prepared. Every time I put 2 questions, do you have an LIC policy? Yes, I have an LIC policy, and my LIC policy name is this, and these are the facilities. Whether you have the policy number or not, that does not matter. But you always say, yes, I have the LIC policy, and this policy have this coverage. It is an endorsement plan, or it's a term plan, or it's a mediclaim plan. Be sure which type of policy you are saying to the or giving answer to the panel members. Next, remember another question I repeated. Do you visited any LIC office? Always give the right answer. Yes, I visited the LIC office. This. So obviously, 2 questions definitely. Jota ki personally I put to the candidates, and it is repeated in the LIC. What are the contribution of LIC toward the society except insurance business? Definitely. One of the LIC panel member put the question in the panel, what type of contribution given by the LIC in the train accident in Baleshwar? So automatically you people should know what is this. Except insurance, LIC is doing the CSR activities, corporate social responsibility. They're also investing their money in the share market, in the Adani groups. Tell these things will be give you the better mark in the interview. Means there is a social contribution, there is a financial contribution, there is a stock market contribution that is given by the LIC. Next, as expected, about family members. Do you meet any agent? Repeatedly, this question discussed in the interview panel by Quest peoples, that Do you have met any agent? What is the lifestyle he or she has? Definitely, they have a better lifestyle because they are the only person who is getting the salary as well as the commission. That is important thing, right? The LIC ADO have a bright future if you are surviving for the past 1 year. Then you will get the commission as well as the salary. The other members are getting only the salary, and LIC ADO is getting the salary as well as the commission. After 1 year, you do not have to visit regularly to the office. Only do the agency guide the agent people so that the more number of policies should be sold to the people. Next, what profit policyholder get from the LIC, right? So obviously everybody know there is a two question in the quest. One is sum assured and the sum insured, and this question related to the sum assured and sum insured part. When private insurer first get licensed to the life insurance company. Next one, how many private life insurers are there in India? Repeatedly, the officers, me and Ifsna madam putting the same question. How many private insurance companies are in India? How many private and how many government insurance companies in India? How many life insurance companies in India? How many private? How many government? Right? How many general? How many mediclaim policies? So this is the normal question we discussed 4 to 5 times. Next, how many LIC logo, motto, from where the Sanskrit written motto come? कितने थोड़ा पचारिचे हमें जे LIC रा समझते कोई जिंदगी के नाम भी जिंदगी के बाद में, but panel members सदाड़ के no, this is not the theme of the LIC, this is not the tagline of the LIC. The tagline of the LIC written below the logo of LIC, which is written in Sanskrit. It comes from Bhagavad Gita. So every interview panel member, including the specialist as well as Ifsita madam, me discussed it more than 100 times with the people. So that remember the tagline is written below the logo. Below the logo, it is written in Sanskrit. Comes from the Bhagavad Gita. Comes from the Bhagavad Gita. Next question. Now this is all about the Barampur board. Now comes to the Cuttack board. In Cuttack board, the first question is what is LIC? We already repeated. LIC is different. LICI is different. LIC is Life Insurance Corporation, but LICI is Life Insurance Corporation of India. So this is important factor. Again, the question is repeated in the Cuttack board. What is job profile of ADO? We already discussed. It is in the Barampur zone. Same it is in the Bhubaneswar Cuttack zones. Next, job profile of ADO. What is life insurance? What is insurance? How can you create agents? Already we discussed it. How your stream of science help you to do. Remember, any stream do not have any impact or the direct connect with any job. But as you are in science stream or from the arts or from the MBA, we imbibe certain qualities which is helpful for the LIC ADO. Imbibe means grahana kariche kichi jota ki it will be helpful for the organization. Suppose you are doing practicals. In the practical, it needs lot of hard work as well as the skillful representation of the different objects, punctuality, and these things most probably helpful for the development of any organization. Who is the chairman of IRDA? So 100 times the panelist, who is the chairman of IRDA? Clear? About family members, again it is repeated. Which exam you recent gave? Why not you do MSc? Definitely, whether you did BSc, then why not MSc? Have you visited any LIC branch office? I repeated this question particularly by Chandran Umuya in the panel. Did you visit any LIC office? So obviously, yes, I visited the LIC office. This to give the right answers. Right, go to the next. Give 2 agent name in your area. Last panel interview on the 11th of June. This question is repeatedly put to the different candidates. Those who attend the last panel interview, they get this question from the LIC panelist of quest that give 2 agent name in your area. Right? Go to the next. What is the logo of LIC? Again repeated. Have you visited the LIC official site? Remember, yes, I visited the LIC official site. Not because only to apply for the LIC ADO or LIC AAO means you are an opportunist person. Always say, I applied and I visited the LIC site previously to look into the different schemes available in the LIC. What are the different career options available in the LIC? Do not say, I visited the LIC site only because of to apply the AAO or ADO. Means you are opportunist people. So you are not concerned about the LIC. Yes, sir, I visited the LIC site previously to know what are the career. As I am prepared for the banking and insurance sectors, so I want to know what are the career opportunity available in the insurance sector. That's why I regularly visited the LIC website, and these things are written in the LIC websites. Right? If you selected which area do you prefer to, obviously my home district is my preference area. It should be the right answer. If you selected which area, will you work as a marketing and sell this type of job profile? Definitely, sir. The whole world is roaming around the marketing. The whole world is roaming around the sell. So it's the greatest opportunity for me to work one of the largest insurance companies of the world. So marketing and sales for LIC is not a headache or not a problem for anybody because it is a too big brand. So the people can accept the policy. As you know, 68% of the market share is bear by the LIC. So for me, it's not a big problem to do the selling and marketing. This is from the Bhubaneswar zone. Another question from another area, that is the Cuttack and mixture of Cuttack and Sambalpur. Why Cuttack is famous for? Who is the present head of the Cuttack zone of LIC? Little bit of different questions. Right, LIC logo. Again, come to the question LIC logo, theme of the LIC, and wanted to current affairs from the Cuttack zone. Right, in Barampur zone, according to the whatever the WhatsApp I get, there is no current affairs in LIC to current affairs from the WTC, from the WTC World Test Championship, and second one is the Mr. Rohit Pajari, which already we discussed in the panel. So overall, it is which are the matters. Agent, did you create? Did you do you have the capacity to create the agents? How the agent is selected by the LIC? Did they get any salaries and incentive? LIC logo, LIC theme, chairman of LIC, chairman of IRDA. If these people are from the Odisha, from which districts they belongs to, right? Why you want to join LIC ADO? Why you start your career as a ADO in LIC, right? Nationalization of LIC, right? Nationalization of LIC, your current little bit of current affairs, a little bit of hobby. That's all for the interview. And once more time, I'm telling, as the history repeats, this year also the same question is discussed by question interview panel by Chandravan Bhuya and by Ipsita Divedi, repeated again in the panels. This shows how our interview helpful for the LIC ADO or any interview. So, my dear friends, make your interview count. Let the elephant dance in the interview floor. So, bye bye. Good night. In the tomorrow with the day 2 analysis, I will be there. So subscribe Quest BBSR YouTube channel, and within after Raja there is a current affairs session especially by me in the YouTube channel. So please log in to Quest BBSR either in the Facebook or in the YouTube. Bye bye everybody.